Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to show you how to do the Suzette stitch. Now this is a stitch or a pattern that is created by using a single crochet and a double crochet stitch. So I'll show you how to do it, but first we need to start by making yourself a foundation chain in an odd number, okay? So I'm going to use a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook and I'm using a 4-weight yarn, but this project can be created, this stitch can be made on any type of yarn, even bulky yarn with the corresponding crochet hook, okay? So go ahead and make yourself a foundation chain in an odd number, and I think I did 15 just for this tutorial purpose. And I'll try to stay on camera for a little while just to make sure you get the flow of everything. But really, once I tell you the pattern, you guys, you'll be able to flow right through. Maybe not even need to stay on camera as long, but I'm going to stay on as much as I can. Okay, so once you have your foundation chain, you're going to skip that first stitch, and into the second stitch, you're going to put your first single crochet stitch. So in the second stitch from the hook, you'll do your single crochet stitch. And in that same exact stitch, same exact space, you're going to do a double crochet stitch. So essentially I did a single crochet and a double crochet in the same space. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to skip a stitch in the chain, and in the next stitch, you're going to repeat a single crochet and a double crochet in that stitch. Okay. So again, the foundation row, this row 1, you're going to complete that by doing a single crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch, skipping a stitch in between each one, and you'll carry that all the way down this foundation row. Now, if you don't know how to do a single crochet stitch or a double crochet stitch, that's fine. I'll be sure to link in the video how to do that. But if you follow along here on the screen, you may be able to catch on. It's not a difficult stitch, but you're just going to do that all the way across, single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch until you get to the very end of your chain. Okay, when you get here to the final, am I there yet? I'm sorry guys, I looked away. Okay, no, I'm still working. All right, so you're skipping a stitch, and then again you're repeating that single crochet and double crochet. And this right here, this foundation row, is how we're going to set up the pattern that we're going to work through the entire project, okay? Okay, and that very last stitch of the row, your final stitch, you're going to just do one single crochet stitch, and then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. So again, you're working all the way across, and that very last stitch, you're going to do a single crochet stitch, and then now you're on to row 2. Once you chain 1, turn your work, you're going to do a single crochet stitch in that very first space, followed by a double crochet stitch in that same space. So again, we're carrying that on all the way through. Okay. You're going to skip a stitch, the double crochet, and in that space, you can kind of see it. It's like a little bit bigger space. You're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet in that space. So basically you're skipping over a stitch, and in the double crochet stitch is where you're actually going to create that single crochet, double crochet. Okay, so as you see here, I find if you pull your work apart just a little bit, you can see a bigger space, and that's where you're going to work. And again, as you work this project, that space is going to become very clear for you. So this first, second row might be a little bit of a challenge. Shouldn't be though, but might. But as you work your project, it's going to get easier and easier, and it's just going to flow, okay? Because this row right here, your row 2, is your repeater row throughout the entire project. Okay, and I'll stay on camera quite a bit here so that you can really get the hang of what I'm trying to say. When you get to the very last stitch, just like we did before, we're going to do a single crochet stitch. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and continue the pattern all over again, guys. So round. Row 3, again, you're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet in that very first space. And then in the next, you're going to skip a stitch, and then the next one you're going to do the same thing again. So I think I slow it down here, but if not, I'll try to insert so you can really see what I'm talking about. And again, just pull your work apart gently, just a little bit. You can really see that space that you're going to be working into. And guys, this is a really beautiful, very pretty stitch. I think it would go great with purses, shawls, blankets. I actually made a cardigan using this stitch, and I'll have that on my channel if it's not already there, depending on when you watch this video. I'll have it up pretty soon. But guys, it's such a really pretty stitch, really pretty pattern, and it's created again by just using that single crochet and that double crochet stitch. Okay, so I'm gonna stay on camera just for a little bit longer, but again, that's pretty much it, guys. It's a repeater row, one row. You do that foundation row. When you get to the very end, you're going to do a single crochet stitch, chain one, turn your work, and repeat the process all over again. That's it, guys. This is what it looks like when I build it out a little bit more, but you can see here it looks the same on the front and the back. Very, very pretty, and it works out really nicely. But if you have any questions, guys, please leave them down in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.